And we are live. Okay, Koki. Now I am totally and utterly disorganized for this, but I did dress up. You're welcome. For those of you who don't know, I'm Huntsman from Ghostbusters, and today we're going to look at subtraction. Now I've got different levels again, like we did with the pattern one. This will hopefully not go on as long as that did. I'm just going to close the curtains because it's super bright. Let there be sort of light. Okay, so the progression today for subtraction is we're going to start by just using objects, just literally talking through it. Then we're going to look at some questions, what subtraction number sentences actually look like and what the symbols are. Then we will use a number line just within 5, just to get used to the number line within that. Then we're going to look at a tens frame. And then we are going to look at using a number line again, but to 20, because we're that awesome. So to get us started, make sure you have 5 objects, which I don't have it with me right now. Okay, get your 5 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and put them right down in front of you. I'm just going to dip this a teeny bit. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, so have your 5 objects. Okay, when we're doing subtraction, okay, we sometimes call it taking away. And the reason we do that is because when you subtract, you literally take them away and get rid of them. Okay, subtraction means getting smaller. When we've done addition before, the number gets bigger because we are adding to it. Okay, but with subtraction, we are taking away. Okay, so we're just going to do some little warm-ups using objects where we're just going to take them away. Okay, no looking at questions. I'm just going to talk you through it. Okay, so have your 5 objects in front of you right now. Okay, so we've got 5. Okay, what I would like you to do is 5 take away 2. Okay, so I want you to take away 2. Okay, so if we did this together, I'm going to find 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to take them away and put them in my pocket. You guys can put them all inside. How many have we got left? Okay, so 5 take away 2, and we are left with 1, 2, 3. Well done. Okay, so we're going to get our 5 back again. I've just got them in my pocket. Okay, our next one. 5 take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many have you got left? 1. Well done. Okay. Oh, there's my 5 again. Okay, this time we're going to change the question. Okay, just within 5 for the moment, then we'll work up to 10. I would like you now just to have 4. Okay, and we're going to use 4. Can you do me 4? Take away 2. Okay, so take away 2 right now. I'm not going to do it for you. You're going to do it for me. So 4, take away 2. Go. How many are you left with? Well done. Okay, 4 take away 2 is 2. Well done. Okay, I think 5 with objects is really easy. So let's move it up to 10. Okay, if you have 10 objects, brilliant. If you don't, get them now, please. I mean, who are you going to call when you need subtraction help? Maybe the Ghostbusters, maybe Miss Telford. I don't know. Okay, so we've now got 10. I'll just give you another 10 seconds for those of you who don't have 10 objects to go and grab them now. And we are literally going to do some warm-ups where we're just taking stuff away, and then we're going to look at what questions look like and how we write them down and how we answer them with this. Okay, so we've got to 10. I would now like you to do 10, take away 3. So you've got your 10, take away 3 now. Go. How many are left with? Let's find out. You've got 10, and I'm going to take away 3 now. 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm left with. If you can summatize, you can see that we've got 5 and 2. 5, 6, 7, but we'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10, take away 3 is 7. Okay, get your 10 back now. Okay, with your 10 objects. We're going to do some more exercises where we're just going to take them away. Okay, this is just about getting you used to what takeaway is. Okay, it's about making the numbers smaller because we're going to take stuff away. Okay, so we've got 10. Can you now do 10 take away 6? We've got 10. Now take away 6. Get rid of them. All right, now do it. Okay, and how many are you left with? You had 10. You've taken away 6. How many are you left with? Well, let's find out, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gone. How many are left with? I am left with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well done for those of you who got that. If you're not sure, that's why we're doing it. Right, we had 10, but I now just want you to have 7. Okay. So you've got 7. Okay. And we're now going to do a subtraction with the numbers within 10. Okay, can you give me 7? Take away 5. Go. 7. Take away 5. Get rid of 5 right now. Right now. Quick, 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 quick. 7. Take away 5. Let's find out. We've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are we left with? 2. Well done. Okay, so that's some of our exercises done. Okay. We're now going to use some pictures, okay? This is what you guys could do at home. You're going to do it in a written format, okay? So, Holtzman has 4 ghosts, okay? That's a real problem in my house. We have so many ghosts, okay? 4 ghosts. If you want to join in, you could always have a go at drawing 4 ghosts right now on your sheet, okay? But when we're taking away in written format, you can cross them off by getting rid of them or scribble them out, okay? Or rub them out, okay? So we have 4 ghosts, and I would like you to get rid of 2. So 4, take away 2, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of time in your head to have a think about what you would like to do with that, okay? 4, take away 2. I'm sure some of you are screaming at the TV right now, just telling me the answer. That's fine. It's all just about practice makes perfect, okay? And about getting that written form right, okay? It's about consistency, okay? So 4, take away 2. So we had 4. Let's use a orange pen, the closest I've got to proton beams. Okay, so we had 4 ghosts, and we're going to take away 2. So we're going to get rid of 2. 1, no ghosts. Okay, and how many ghosts have I got left? I have got 2 ghosts left. Okay, so 4 take away 2 is 2. And I know that's super easy. That's fine. That's not what we're after. We're after consistency and good number sentence work. Okay, so in written format, 4 take away 2 would look like this. 4, this is our symbol for take away 2. Okay, and our answer was 2. So you would write down the number 2. So what I would like you to do as we go along is if I give you a question, like 7 take away 3 or 5 take away 4, I want you to write it down as well, okay? So we had 4 take away 2, which looks like this, and then we have our answer there as well. 4 take away 2 is 2. Okay, let's try another one. Now Holtzman loves some Pringles, so I've got my salty parabolas right here. So I have 5 Pringles. If I ate 3 of them, how many would I have left? So what is 5 take away 3? Okay, if you want to draw them, you can. But what I'm also looking for you to do is write it out as a number sentence. So what would those numbers look like? What would the question look like? 5 take away 3, and then we'd have our equal sign. And what's your answer? 5 take away 3 equals what? I'm going to give you a little bit of time to do that. I know some of you can do it in your head. You could do it on your fingers if you wanted to. Okay, but it's all about consistency. So we have 5 Pringles. We are now going to take them away. Okay, so 5 take away 3. 1, 2, 3. How many Pringles have we got left? we have 1, 2 left. So as a question, this is what it would look like. 5 take away 3. Okay, we've got our number 5. Our symbol for take away 3 equals. Okay, equals is when it gives us the answer. So 5 take away 3 is the question, and it's the same as what the answer would be. Okay, and our answer is 2. Okay, so you would write your number 2 on the end here. 5 take away 3 equals 2. Okay. I'm going to give you another question. Okay, and I want you just to write it down. You can use your objects to help you if you wish. Okay, and we're still going to do it within 5. I know that sounds super duper easy, but like I say, practice getting it, writing it down and that consistency. Okay, can you do me 5 take away, because remember we've got our take away symbol, 4. Okay, and who can tell me what goes after that? It is our equal sign. Okay, equals. And who can tell me the answer? You could do that on your fingers if you wanted to. You do not need to use objects for this. Okay, 5 take away 4 equals. Make sure you write this down, please. 5 take away 4 equals. Let's do it on our hand, shall we? 5 take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. Okay, so in written form, it would be 5 take away 4 is 1. Okay, well done. Right. Here is 1 without me. So I'm just going to give this to you, and then you are going to work it out. And I'm going to do it. We'll go within 10 now. Okay, can you do me? It's still very, very easy, but it's about getting used to what they look like. 6 take away 3 equals. So you will need 6 objects or 6 fingers. Okay, that is the number you are starting with. And then you are going to take away this many. And then how many do you have left? Okay, so that one without my help. Maybe might help a little bit. There we go. So 6 take away 3. Write that down. What is your answer? Hopefully you should have 6 take away 3 is 3. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, that didn't work at all. Right, moving on. We've done using objects, and like I say, parents at home, you could just throw questions at them if they know how to use objects, perfectly fine. Just give them questions written like this, and can they work out the answer? They can use objects if they wish, or they can try it out in their head if they're able to do so. Use their hands, whatever. Okay. If it's subtraction within 10, they can use their fingers. They've got 10 fingers. If it's within 20, using object is a little bit more difficult because there's a lot more of it, but we're going to look at number lines now, which will help within 20. Okay, so moving on. If you have printed off my sheet that wrong, because it had a plus symbol instead of a takeaway, okay, we are going to use the bit at the bottom. Okay, this bit here, the number line. Okay, this is 4. This is good for you for numbers that are higher. Okay, because you've already been given most of your answers just right there, but it's about using this. So we've got 5 here. This is our 5 objects, but we've got 5 lines. Okay, we're not going to cross them out. We're going to do jumps. Okay, this is going to help us with taking away using a number line. Okay, we will go up to 10, and then we will go up to 20 using a number line as well. Okay, we will also use the tens frame just to get used to the different ways you can take away, and then you can choose what's easiest at home. If you want to use objects, use objects. If you would like to use your hands, use your hands. If you'd like to use a number line, use a number line. If you want to use a tens frame, use a tens frame. I'm so sorry if I'm talking so fast. I'm so nervous and I've half a bottle of Lucozade. So, okay, we've got 5. Okay, imagine the question was 5 take away 2. Now I know you know the answer, okay, because you've done this one before. However, we are going to use a number line to work it out, okay? On a number line, you start at the number at the beginning of the question. So 5, that's where we need to start on our number line, okay? So we're going to start at number 5. Okay, you can even use a cube for this if you want to say, is that going to work? Yes. Okay, so you're going to start at 5. And it wants you to take away 2. Now, when we're looking at taking away using a number line, you're going to go backwards, the smaller numbers, 2 times. Okay, and we're going to jump 2 times. So 5 take away 2, you would go 1, 2. And our answer is 3. And we can just double check that on our hands to make sure that we are doing this right. 5 take away 2 is 1, 2, 3. Okay. If I asked you, actually, we'll just talk it through. If I asked you what is 5 take away 3, instead of doing 2 jumps, you do 3 jumps. So we do 5 take away 3. 5 take away 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and our answer is 2. I'll double check that. 5 2 3. 1 2 3 2. Okay. What if we started somewhere different though? Because we're always starting at 5, which is the end of our number line in this case. On your number line, go to this number instead. Okay, I'm going to do this question. 4 take away 3. Like I say, I know you'll know it. I know you know it. You don't have to scream at the telly telling me that you know it. We're going to just use a number line so you get into the habit of using this. So when we go further up in numbers, it'll be easy peasy for you. So when you have a question like this, you start at the number that's start that again. I'm going to talk like this. Okay, when you have a question for a takeaway question, you start at the first number. So 4 take away 3. So you're going to start at number 4 instead of at number 5. Okay, and we're going to do take away 3. So you're going to do 3 jumps backwards. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And where has our cube landed? It's landed at 1. And again, double check, do it on your fingers. 4 take away 3. 1 2 3 is okay. Without my help then, I would like you to try and do me 4 take away 2. Do it very, very quickly. So on your number line, if you have one, if you've printed off that sheet, it's just along the bottom. Okay, just here. Start number 4, and I want you to take away 2, please. My glasses are so wonky. There we go. Okay, 4 take away 2. You start at 4, take away 2. 1, 2. You've landed on 2. It's not a bit like playing a board game. In fact, mums and dads, if you've got board games at home that have the squares like Monopoly or like Snakes and Ladders, which is a fantastic game, getting used to doing that will help with number lines as well. Right, moving on. Okay, we're going to try to 10. Okay, and then we're going to move on to tens frames, okay, which we've sort of used when we looked at, have we sort of used? We may have sort of used it at school, I'm not entirely sure. Nice colour pen, 210. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mums and dads, if you're there, we're going to use a number line to 10. So just quickly scribble the big line with numbers to 10 on it, and we're going to have a go at using this to do subtraction. Okay, you can use number lines for addition as well. So instead of going down where the number gets smaller, you go up so the number gets bigger because we're adding to it. And I don't want to throw too much at you because we're doing subtraction. Okay. Exactly like we had on this number line, except we've got more numbers. Okay, so I'm going to give you a question. I can't really see that at all. Terrible. Okay, this is our question. 7 take away 5 equals, and we're going to use a number line. You can check by using objects, you can check by using your fingers, but we're going to use a number line to help us, okay? So if it's 7 take away 5, we start at the first number, okay? So this is where you start, okay, your first number. And this second number is the amount of jumps. Okay, I don't know, they're terrible symbols, okay? This is where you start, and this is the amount of jumps, okay? So we're going to start at number 7, okay? And I'm actually going to draw on it this time so I can show you the jumps rather than just doing it with the cubes, okay? So we're going to start at number 7. Let's see if I can come a bit closer, and we're going to go back 5 jumps because we need to take away 5. So you had 7, imagine it's 7 sweets, 7 ghosts, 7 bottles of Lucozade, and we're going to take away 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And mums and dads, if you want, you could always label the jumps. So the boys and girls can see how many times we've gone back. But if I start at 7 and then we've gone back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where have we landed? We've landed at 2. So 7, take away 5 is 2. Because we started on 7 and then we've jumped back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure that when you're jumping, you hit one of the lines each time. Don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've landed nowhere. You go to each line at a time, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I draw this out again. So sorry, this is a whistle stop tour, but I waffled on for 40 minutes last time. And we'll do this one together again, boys and girls. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got our number line again, okay? I would like you now to put your finger on this number. So get your finger and put it on that number on your number line. Can you do that for me? Okay, so you should be here. Okay, do not move your finger. We are going to take away this many. This is how many jumps we're going to go back. Okay, how many is that? It is 5. Okay, so we're going to start at number 8 and we're going to jump back 5. So we're going to do this together. Okay, so with your finger, I want you to jump back with me in 5, and you're going to count with me. Are you ready? 8 take away 5. 1. So you should be on 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we do that again, go back to 8. So on number 8, and we're going to jump 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what number have we landed on? We have landed on number 3. So 8 take away 5 is 3. Okay. Now I know that's quite a lot to throw at you, and I'm going to stop there because I understand that I've already been on 25 minutes and we've only just really begun. But mums and dads, what I would do at home is really just get the children to, with their objects or with their fingers, go on each number at a time. Okay, even shouting it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and really get them in the habit of pushing down on each number. Might be better if you have an even bigger number line, okay, and do it outside if need be. I'm sure Mrs. Fox will have a million different things you can do with that, where you have almost like I don't know what they're called, where you jump. Mine's gone blank. Jumping like that. Okay, basically have a really long number line outside, and instead of doing jumps with your finger, actually physically jump. So put your child on number 8, and we're going to do 5 jumps. They have to jump on each number 5 times. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that's actually a much better way of learning than this, but I obviously can't do it right now. I might attempt some kind of video outside where I draw in my lawn. I don't have a lawn, that's a lie. Draw on my path outside and I can jump for you. Okay, so just get in the habit of using jumps, but I would advise doing some kind of outdoor learning with that. Okay, draw a giant number line and jump. Okay, perhaps even have questions written out on cards and pull them out of something. All right, you know, if you had a card with a question on it, could rummage around. Right, your question today is 4, take away 3. So the child would go on to number 4 physically with their whole body, take away 3, do 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3. What number have you landed on? 1, or take away 3 as well. Okay, right. We're going to move on to the tens frame. So if you have your tens frame, get it out now. Okay, it's very similar to the whole object thing, except they do actually use these further up the school. So this will be something that they will probably use in year 1, if not year 2, and it's just getting them into the habit of using these because they're very good for subitizing as well. If you've used the subitizing videos, the Jack Hartman stuff, he sometimes has the tens frame up there. It's about getting them used to knowing that if they have one line filled, that's 5, and if it's all filled, it's 10. Okay, so you'll need your 10 objects back. Okay, and fill in your tens frame with your 10 objects. And I'm going to drink from my giant bottle of Lucozade. Okay, right. We have our tens frame. And if it's filled, it has got 10 there. 10. Okay. And if it has only half of it filled, just 5. Okay. So it's about getting you used to subitizing, knowing that's 5, that's 8, that's 9, that's 7, that's 6. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is why we use the tens frame. Really good for subitizing. Okay, exact same thing as with the objects. We're just going to use it and take away. And again, it's mainly about subitizing with this than it is subtraction, but we'll see how we get along. Okay, so with your tens frame, we're going to do 10, take away 5. First of all, you might know the answer. Keep it in your head. Show it at the screen if need be, okay? We're going to do 10, take away 5. So you've got your 10 here, take away 5. And I'm going to write it down to show you what it looks like as a question. So as soon as I find it. Okay. That is a very light pink. Get there eventually. Sorry, boys and girls, I know you're waiting. Okay, there's a question. 10, take away 5. So you've got 10, you're going to take away 5, and you are left with, well, I think you knew that anyway, 5. Okay, so on your piece of paper, if you are writing them down, that's what we'd have. Okay, next one. I'm going to do another 10. So you will need to fill up the whole of your tens frame again. Okay, we've got 10. Now can you take away 7? There's a question. We've got 10, take away 7. Have a go at that, please. We've done objects, so you can definitely do this. So get rid of 7 for me. And again, subitizing, you'll be able to look at your answer and know what it is rather than having to count them. That's the good thing about tens frames. It's exactly the same as objects, except whilst objects could be in any kind of order, the tens frame keeps it really quite organized, so it's easier to count the answer. So I had 10, take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we are left with 3. Well done. Okay. 10's easy though. So let's change the number. Can you do me 9? Take away 6, please. Okay, so 9 and 6 are the numbers we tend to get mixed up because they look very similar. Okay. Do you need to put all 10 in your tens frame then if we're doing 9? No. You just need to fill it with 9. So 1, 2. And for those of you who are good at subitizing, some of you might know that 9 is just 10 with 1 removed. So you can just fill it up and then go, okay, 9. Take away 6. So can you take away 6 now, please? Get rid of them. Get rid of 6. Ghost bust those 6 cubes right now, please. And how many are you left with? Let's find out. Got 9. Get rid of 6. How many are left with? 3 again. Okay, different number again. Can you now, and I'm not going to help you with this one. Well, I will tell you the answer, but I'm not going to help you with it. Can you do me 7? Take away 4. So 7 is how many you'll need. Take away 4. Can you do that within your tens frame right now, please? And I'm going to remove these glasses because they're digging into my eyeballs. And I've probably got a crease. Okay, just going to give you a little longer to finish that up. Thank you for all 11 of you who've checked in today. I know it's been quite a funny day and it's been really nice outside. So thank you for joining in when it's really nice and sunny. But maybe after this, you could go out and you can do some maths with the takeaway. Okay, using a number line on the ground. Okay, so we said 7 take away 4, so you just need 7. For those of you who subitize, you might know that's 5. So we've got 2 more to make 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we're going to take away 4 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are left with 3 again. Ookie cookie. We're getting there, right? I'm going to run downstairs for a drink. So I'm going to give you 3 questions to do while I'm away. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this won't fall over while I'm away. Okay. It definitely will. Okay. Those are your 3 questions. 6 take away 2, 8 take away 5, and 5 take away 1, while I quickly run downstairs for a beverage and maybe a chocolate bar. 2 ticks. I'm good. I managed to stay in place. Hurrah, I am back. Okay, I'm going to give you just a teeny bit longer because I know I gave you 3 to do that. Okay, using the tens frame. I think the tens frame actually is probably the best for subtraction at the moment, purely because the subitizing element is really good. Okay, let's consult these answers, shall we? I'll put them here for those of you still doing it. Okay, so we had our tens frame. The first question was 6 take away 2. So how many would we need to put in our tens frame? Would need 6. Again, the subitizing, we know that is 5. So we need an extra one, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. Take away 2. So get rid of 2. We are left with 4. Okay, let's see if I can use a different colour pen. Can't say that at all. Oh well. Okay. The next one, it said 8 take away 5. So once again, subitize. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. Or maybe you know what 10 with 2 taken away is 8. So we've got 8. Take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are left with apparently my favourite number today, 3. Okay, and our final one was 5, take away 1 again, subtract. Got your 5, take away 1 is 4. Well done. Okay, so if you've been writing them down as we go along, that's what we should have written down, okay? You've got your number that you start with, your takeaway symbol, your subtraction symbol, followed by the number you want to get rid of, equals sign, and then the number you are left with, okay, the answer, okay? Right, the final thing I had on my list was to use a number line to 20, but I'm not going to do that today. What I will do instead is, for those of you part of my Google Classroom, I will put some number lines into the maths resources folder. There are already some number lines that are more like squares, so you can use them like a game, and there are the quick 6 games from Richard Brown in there as well, which gets children in the habit of moving up and moving down, so adding and taking away, which will be really, really helpful there as well. Okay, my advice for what to do at home would be to use tens frames for subtraction as much as you can, so that you can get used to subitizing. For those of you who don't know what subitizing is, it's basically knowing that if you've got this many in there, it's known instantly that's 4 without having to count them, or knowing that that is 7 without having to count, and so on and so forth. And that's what the tens frame is really good for. If you prefer it to be outdoors, because it is actually really sunny, although I haven't stepped out in daylight in what feels like forever, use the number line and jump back and forth with that. I think Richard Brown actually calls it a number track. Use that and get the children to physically jump with the questions. They can do addition then, and they can do subtraction. So addition, the number has to get bigger, so they move up the line, and it's subtraction, the number needs to get smaller, so they move down the line. Okay, so the things we've covered, if I just go back over them, is we did subtraction using objects, where you just basically have objects out on the table, such as your cubes, and you go, okay, do me 5, take away 4. You would get your 5 and go, okay, take away 4. Oops. How many are you left with? Okay, so that's about getting children to talk about their maths, which is part of the early learning goal, okay, where they can talk practically about and verbally about their maths problems. We also looked at what number sentences look like when we're doing subtraction. Well, we have this little symbol here. We looked at a number line within 5, okay, where we're using it to jump back and forth instead of using objects. You have it physically there, so you don't have to count anything physically. We then did it to 10. For those of you who are just joining us, because I am going to be going soon, I'm sorry. We did it within 10, where again, we jumped back and forward, so you don't need objects, you just need your number line, and it's about recognizing the numbers as well. And that's really good for using outdoors. We then looked at the tens frame as well, which, like I say, and I keep saying, so sorry about this, it's really good for subitizing, which is looking at the numbers, the object, start that again. Looking at the amount of objects that are there and just knowing how many are there without having to count physically. Okay, I hope that is okay. It is very much a whistle-stop tour. Basically needing an excuse to dress up as a Ghostbuster. I mean, who are you going to call? I'm hoping one day that'll catch on eventually. This week, for those of you part of my Google Classroom, it would be really nice to see you guys use this at home. And also, if you choose to use the number line, see it outdoors and see you guys jumping about doing questions. Like I say, make it a competition. Do it with sweets. Do it for sweets. If you can get your answer right, then maybe you can get a prize alongside that. And hopefully this week, one of our rainbow challenges will be to do with subtraction as well. So we'll see about that. Okay. Thank you to all of you who tuned in. Like I say, I missed you guys so terribly. So it's an excuse really to communicate with you guys. Hopefully do this again this week, and next week is your Easter holidays. So we have got an absolute bucket load of fun things for you to do with that. Like I say, parents, if you're part of the Google Classroom, drop me any messages if you want me to cover anything in particular. But the early learning goal will be subtraction to 20. So once they've got 10 absolutely down, then 20 will be an absolute doddle. Okay, but you guys have a fun day. I'm going to attempt to end the stream now, and I might even step out and get some vitamin D. We'll see. Have a good day.